All right, it is 6 o'clock dinner time. And so this is what we do. We put the girls in their cage and we take their food bowls and we come back here. Here's their food bowls. And you go back in the hallway. And this one here is Buttercup's food. And this one here under or over top of the orange lid is Chance's food. You just scoop it in there and scoop their bowl in there and fill it up 3/4 of the way. And then what we do is we come back in the kitchen and we're gonna do the cucumber today. And it's pretty much every 2 days. They get cucumbers every 2 or 3 days, and then in between. So I'll give them a cucumber for 2 or 3 days, and then after that I give them carrots for 2 or 3 days. So we're gonna flip and stick it right here. Here's our cucumber, and I just cut it in half. I cut it in half again. I put it longwise like that. Then I cut it like this. And then it's just choppy, about 1/4 of an inch or so, all the way down. And both girls will get a whole cucumber, or a whole half of one. So this one here is the shorter pieces. So I scoot that into, I don't know if you can see that. I'm just kind of scooting it off of the cutting board right into Buttercup's bowl. Make sure I get all the seeds and the juice. And I'll do the same thing to Chance. So we'll scoot this over here. And since this one Chance has all the seeds in it, the next one Chance will get the one with the less seeds if I cut it uneven. And Buttercup will get the one with the most seeds. So it's just this simple. I just scoot it over there. It has to be chopped up, otherwise they have a hard time eating it because they're goofy dogs. That and they're spoiled rotten. So we'll just choppy it like so. The seeds are really good to help deworm them. So that's why we do it that way. Make sure everybody gets the same amount of seeds. Now this one Chance will get, and this one Buttercup will get. Because for some odd reason, I never know how to cut a cucumber straight. And that's how you do it. So I'll come right back and show you what happens next. Alright, so the next thing I do is I bring them their bowls, put it in their cage, and you can see I lock it up. So I close it, lift up, and Chances you always have to lock that, because if you don't lock that, she'll get out. Buttercup's is easier. She's just a simple slide over and she's fine. Now, it's time to go get the cat's food. So, So over here on the shelf by the water is the cat's food, and we take turns. They never get the same flavor twice. So today they're going to have this one. Tomorrow they'll have this one. The following day they'll have the blue one. So, and they only get a half of this. So let's go get their bowls. I already got the booby trap taken down. And it's actually not bowls, it's plates. In the evening time, that's when I come in here Once in the morning, I come in here and pull out all their food. And then once in the evening, you just pull it forward so that it's about to the top because they're picky cats. We get these 2 cat bowls here. They didn't touch their dinner yesterday. And now we go into the kitchen. And I'll show you the fun of that. So, after we get that in the way, now we usually, I don't have them over here right now. Over here next to the stove is all the silverware. All these flat ones, not the ones with the designs. These ones we use for people food. So the ones that got the flat tops, these are the ones that I use to clean off the cat's plates. So, I'll flip you around and see if I can't show you. All I do is take it, and garbage is down there. I usually take the lid off of the garbage and put it over there or on the floor. It doesn't really matter. And I scrape all their food off. Now this one is slimy. You can see the slimy where he didn't eat it. So I'll actually get up in the cupboard and I'll get fresh plates for him. And you can see how it's sticky. I only use these plates like twice. Sometimes, if they're easy enough to clean the food off, I would let them use the same plate 3 times. Otherwise, I get them new plates. But I always scrape the gunk off because we don't want that floating in the sink. So, since these are kind of icky, and this one's got some chunks on it, not too bad, but some chunks. So I'm just going to toss that into the sink. And here's the stove, so right above the stove are the plates. You just get 2 little plates here. And I stick it like that. I peel this little thing off. Throw that away. And the cats only get half of this, so I cut it in half. I push half onto one plate. Then I cut it in half. And the last half, I scoop all the sauce out. And there you go. And then I wash this. These 2 go in the garbage. These 2. And then we call the kitties. Come on, kitties! Sylvia's usually at your feet meowing by now. And Binks is usually in the... Yep, he's here today, so... Come on! Come on, Binks! Come on! Are you eating? Oh, criminy jeepers. Smell it. You want some good stuff? Come on! I'm not carrying you. Come on! So we go through the booby trap. And we stick 1 plate here. Come on, Sylvia. And 1 plate up here. Come on, get up here. There you go. Get your food. And Mr. Binks, he's deciding to be stubborn like he usually does. So you just let him be. You can see him. He's being stubborn. So let him be, and he'll either come and get his food, or she'll eat it, and then he'll know to come get it next time. You don't have to go chasing after them and pick them up and bring them there or anything like that. That's too much work. If they're hungry enough, they'll come and eat. So that's the basics of how we do dinner. Now, after a couple of minutes, Buttercup will be done with hers before Chance is done with hers. Buttercup usually always finishes hers first. And then she'll try and bury it. If she starts knocking the plate, holler at her and tell her, eat it or leave it alone. Don't make a mess. And so by now, they're about ready to go outside. Are you ready to go outside? There we go. So we just unlock one and lift, unlock the other. And this is our after dinner potty break. And you just go on. they'll go out there and they'll run around a couple minutes. This is usually when I play with them, and usually when I go out there and let them run around a couple minutes, and then I toss the ball or what have you. And they get some running around, and then they'll poop. Come on, go outside. You're not going to make a mess. Come on. Time to go outside and go potty. Yippee, shut up. Come on. Oh, she's not going to come. And if they start barking, you just holler at them. No ruckus. If they can't be quiet, make them come in and put them back out later. I don't let them make a lot of noise. Get in the box. And Mr. B, he'll stand at the door. He'll walk himself out. You just make sure he gets in the box and doesn't eat my plants. Now with him, this is funny. So I'll put you like this. Oh, nope, I'll have to turn you. All right. And this is the top part of the outside. You have to make sure that both this part and this part go down in the hook and lock. Mr. Binks will get out and he'll escape and roam the area. And it's hard to catch him. So I always lock him in there. And Sylvia, on the other hand, is a little more difficult. And I showed you how to pick her up. So she'll come to the door too. And just scoop her up. And stick her in the bucket. You got to be careful because she uses her claws. She doesn't know better. So I put her bottom feet on the porch. Full with the stupid gate. Scoop her in there. Scoop her in there. And then I make sure that I latch it. Here's the lock. And here's the hook. So the bar goes in the hook. And it goes under this lock. When you're ready to get them out, push the latch in and lift up. Sometimes it gets catchy, so you got to pull this forward. See how that did? And then it'll just come right up. So it should be easy enough. If the girls decide to get out of hand, I'll show you. You can grab them by their collar. Here's Chance's hook. You just hook it to her collar. She's got a hook on her collar. And over here, here's Buttercup's. You unhook it. This hook's right there. You hook her up. She'll run around. She'll come back. The only thing you got to do is be careful because if they're both up on their cables, they do get tied up. So then you have to untangle them. So, but they should be all right for you, honey. So this is our evening dinner schedule. And the neighbor is putting up a shed in the back of her yard right now. So they're all going to go batshit crazy in the backyard. Come on, let's go, girls. But that's it. That's our evening routine. I'm going to go ahead and send this to my dear friend, Danny, who is going to house sit for us and tend to the animals while we go back home for a weekend. And I'm also going to post this on the YouTube. So if this was interesting, give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe so you get to see all our other videos. And remember, you are someone. You do matter. I love you. And I will see you on the next video. Until then, ciao now.